do some modding. What am I going to work on? Let that come down a little bit. What was I working on before? I feel like I had something I wanted to add. Oh, you know, there's something unrelated that I do want to add. I want to make the animate object spell be able to see, like, the summoned items in their entity form. So maybe we'll do that. Let me in! Oh, I gotta fix that too, the whole pulling up the traits thing. Alright, so... someone did suggest on the Discord, there we go. So someone suggested making the inert lantern stack higher than 1. So I'm going to do that. Maybe I could just have it be a stack of 64. They had suggested a stack of 16. But maybe I could just make it a stack of 64. So that was done. Let's pull up a couple of these summon spells. Sure. You know what? Let's summon the Eclipse. That's one of my favorite things. So Eclipse and animate object. Boop. So when I cast this spell, right, it looks for the item. Looks for the item. So let's pull up that spell and see if we can't tweak the code a little bit. Tier 3 Conjuration, Animate Object 2. So this right here, I'm getting all the entities in the area. Let's inject something here. Armor references dot logger. Tell me what E is. Actually, I want the code for E. And I think it's going to see it here. So it said, spell failed, no target selected. So I'm getting all the entities. But these are item entities, right? Let's try that again. So I think it's this method. Yup, this method automatically prunes out. Right, E is entity item. So let me get rid of that part of it. Alright, what else am I doing here, right? So I'm getting that entity. If it's something, collectible path contains summoned object, then you detected it, and then kill it off. And this is the particles. And then we create an entity based on that setting as a primary object. Okay, so I think... So does the entity have summoned object in the name? I don't know. Let's see. Entity spell summoned items. It does. It actually is summoned. Oh, thank God I did that. I think I vaguely remember doing that. Still nothing. Item matches required string for animate object. Oh. Okay, let's copy this. So instead of entity item, what if I just say entity? And I'll change this to entity in. Right, so I will get the code. Entity in code path. Let's pull up the summoned objects. So we got things like the room. Oh, this is something different. Oh wait, no. This is from glyphs. All right, so that's going to get all the glyphs, and I add these. Okay, that's what I did. Now, up here, copy or this, and I'll do E as entity. Actually, I don't need the as entity. I could just put E through. And we will make that an OR, right? So it's going to look for the item or the summoned entity code. Okay, good. Now I see summon object dash ultimate weapon arcane dash unstable. Ultimate weapon arcane, which would be this guy right here. So it passes this check. Go back into animate object 2. And I need to do this copy, paste. I have to do that. I need that. This is all coming together, right? So I can comment this out, right? So when you summon something, I'm going to look at it two ways. We're going to see first if it's an item that, like, entity item's going to take priority. And if it does, it's going to work the same way, right? It's going to see if it contains summoned object, then we will add it to the detectable object and kill it off. That way we can get past this part. Else, we're going to check just the entity, and then we will make sure the code is there, and kind of do the same thing, because at that point, we're distilling down an entity or an entity item into just a string that we're going to use to summon the actual, like, creature. All right. Bam, there it is. We did it, y'all! And I should be able to come up to this guy and turn it into the item stack. Okay, so the spell should work both ways. You can summon it on an item and get the item back, or if you summon it this way, technically this is not an item stack, but now you can cast Animate Object on that and it will convert it for you. And then when you disable it, it becomes a usable item that you could then swing. Yeah! Look at this guy go. Rewriting all the rules. Okay, so we did that for Animate Object 1. We are also going to have to do that for... or we did it for 2, we got to do it for 1. So Tier 2, Conjuration. And we want to go down to this part here. Clean this up a bit. Copy, paste. So that should fix the first version of this spell. So let's pull up Animate Object. So I can summon this. There we go. So that's going to make the spell a little bit better for people. That was one of the things I saw in feedback where someone was having a problem trying to animate an object, and I think it's because they summon this and it's technically not an item. It's an entity. And in the old version of the spell, you got to pick it up first, and then you can throw it out and do what you need to do. Brilliant. Okay, what else are we working on here? I pretty much have this done. Oh, that's right. We need to create ways for you to actually make this stuff. So, Mana Vault. Yeah, we got the raw Mana Vault, we got the burned Mana Vault, and we got the final version of the Mana Vault. Right, so pick up, cast Transmutation to finish. Let's just make sure that works. Wand doesn't matter. So we're going to have to add that part of the code as well. We need to make like a basic blocky clay kind of thing. So let me put these all side by side. I'm thinking I could just use this height. I can create something here. Maybe keep the square on top, right? Have this, take that part out. And then just have like 4 pillars. All right, let's do it. Because I want this to look lower quality, right? Like you globbed mud together, burned it into something, and then you're using transmutation to convert it into the item. You know, the final product. Desktop. VS Model Creator. Bum, 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 bum. Open Mana Vault Burned. So that was a good height. Let's take this base. Maybe this. Trying to think like the laziest way I can do this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this the super lazy way. It's like this. Perfect. Perfect. Then I can pretty much right? Maybe something like this. Oh, you know what I could do? Instead of being like all solid, well, I could just make it solid on the bottom. I suppose that would work. There we go. Pop that up one. Could do it just like that. Maybe that. Perfect. Delete, 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 delete. Duplicate. Whoops. That's not the one I wanted to duplicate. I want that. Duplicate. There we go. And then I'll stack these two. We'll duplicate this, move it this way. Right? Something blocky, clay formed. Hey, Vexus! Yeah, new thing. File save as. It's gonna be the Mana Vault Core Raw. So we are currently working on the way for you to get the Mana Vault in-game. So you're going to clay form it like the other things. You're going to burn it, right? You're going to cook it. And then you are going to cast transmutation on that burned, like, ceramic version to turn it into the magic station. Just like all the other magic stations. So I'm trying to come up with a way of, like, you know, make it look blocky so you're piecing it together with the clay, and the final result's gonna look like what you cobbled together with clay. And I'm being very lazy with this model. Lazy, it's my MO for this stuff. Look at it. It's beautiful. If you squint, it looks like a 1-for-1. Look at that. It's almost like a chair. Okay, so we need to work on the code to change that, right? To turn that into that. So we are going to have to go into the transmutation spell. And then down here I have a trigger transmutation pulse. And I don't think it's under basic interactions. Rift Bloom permanent, no. Okay, it is. It is here. There we go. So let's copy the Arclight Furnace. And I'll put it right under the Rift Weaver. And we'll get rid of that. That and that. So this is going to be the Mana Vault. Mana Vault. Block change state. This will be Mana Vault. Let's take a look at the Mana Vault block, right? So it's going to say Magic Station Mana Vault, normal, core, and side. Magic Station Mana Vault dash normal dash core dash and the side. Excellent. Trigger the achievement. Oh, I don't think I have one for the Mana Vault. You know what? I don't think I need an achievement trigger for that. I'll leave myself a note. To do, maybe create an, or I'll say Chibos. Maybe. It's a clay table! Yeah, it is. It's the prettiest clay table of all. Okay, so transmutation should turn this... Yep, there it is. Into the item. That we can then place down. Sweet. Throw Lacrimas in. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. And I guess I didn't need to pull it out. I could just do that. Let's double check this. Put that down. All right, we're gonna get a bunch of grass. Some sticks. Loose sticks. I think it's just stick, right? Yeah. And firewood. Boop. And a torch. Does ignite work on this? Kind of badass if it did. I don't think ignite works on this. Oh shit, it does. So I did increase ignite. I think it did. Wait, unlit. Lit? It's not raining, right? Okay. So it is lit right now. There we go. Skip time. And it did, in fact, give me the Mana Vault. Boop. There we go. Now for clay forming. Red clay, the most abundant of clays. I'm going to need... Yeah, I'm gonna need to make the recipe. Alright, save and leave the world. Quit. I'm just gonna rebuild for funsies. Entities. Recipes. Clay forming. Magic stations. I think the Thaumic Foundry is gonna get me there closest. So we are gonna, whoops, cancel. We're gonna copy and paste. This is going to be mana vault. And open it up. So it's going to be red clay. We'll get to the pattern. So this is going to be name, mana, vault. Mana vault. Okay, now we gotta kind of build it now. It's gonna suck. Hate doing this. All right, so the baseline's pretty easy here. Let's start with the first one. These are underscores, right? So we want to do that. Copy, paste. We're gonna do a multi-line thing. All right. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. And at the end, there we go. So that is layer 1. And the rest of this, I'm going to get rid of. Copy, paste. So then this is going to be, it's 3, right? So a 3 by 3, and how tall is this? It is 10. So I want 9. So copy, paste, paste. There we go. Looking good. All right, so this is 1. Copy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then this will be the 10th, and the 10th is going to be a merger of things, right? Because this is 9. Well, that's 10 going into here, right? So that's the 10th slice. And it is going to look like that throughout the middle here. And that, copy, paste, and paste, right? So that's that layer. Copy, paste, and then this is the final layer on top. And all I have to do is cut this off. That. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Okay, so that should be the recipe. We're gonna clay form it. We're gonna make sure that, like, I won't complete it, and I'll have it like a side by side just to make sure I got the layers right. No. How's it looking outside? Oh, cloudy. Are we supposed to get rain? Hope not. Only a 15% chance. Some of those clouds look a little sus to me. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it. Today, 30% chance. I guess I could see that. Ooh. Red clay. All right, there it is. We have to add some stuff here. Magical furnace that burns essence. Copy paste. This is going to be the mana vault. A magical vault that stores, holds mana lacrimas to store retrieve mana. All right, we're gonna reload. We'll make sure that that tooltip shows up. Oh man, I'm gonna have to add all this stuff to the handbook too. I'm gonna have to make add a blurb in the guidebook, letting people know they can make this. Man, I hate the guidebooks. It's like the worst part of making stuff. There you go, magic vault that holds mana lacrimas. Oh, that you know what? I don't like that. That can hold a mana lacrima to store or retrieve mana. To store and retrieve mana. There we go. Fireball. At least it's not like a complete revamp, right? Yeah, I think I'd quit. I would be like, sorry guys, you get no guide anymore. I'm outsourcing it. That's what I'm doing. All the people who love this mod, create the wiki page. You must! Magical vault that can hold a mana lacrima to store and retrieve mana. I love it. I think I need to do one more thing, though. Because I'm referencing an actual item name there from Mana Lacrima. But that's perfect. Okay, let's see if we can build this. It needs to look like this. So far, so good. Look at me. It's almost like I made it easy. Easy for people to do. Oh, just no book. You know what? I'll give them a book, but it'll be empty. So the people will be like, well, what do I do? Figure it out. Oh. What do you do? Perfect. Oh, that's flawless victory. Bam, we got it. Boop. Excellent. So we can create this, cast transmutation, get this, right? But now we need the mana lacrima. The mana lacrima is probably gonna have to be a tablet. Let's pull up the old Thaumic Foundry. Which one? I'm thinking make it it definitely needs to be like an enchanted stone tablet for tier 1. Tier 3 has to be the Eldrathrium, so tier 2. Maybe I can do the Dark Essence for this. Just for balance, right? I got anti-magic generator. Yeah, because the light already has like Ethereum, it has the staff, it's got a lot of decent things. And I think adding it to the dark would make an even amount. Well, let me see. Yeah, I guess I'll have. I don't know. Should it be made out of the astrolith or the netherite? Light essence or dark essence? I could probably throw it onto the light essence. You know, it would make sense to throw it onto the light essence because I have the Magitrix here, right? But then the gateway's the darkness, right? And the gateway has the pedestals. The darkness also has like the Mage Weave bag as well. So I can have this be on the light. Yeah, put it on the light. Perfect. Gestures to empty pages magically. Yeah, this is where you fill in the book, right? I'll be nice. I'll allow people to edit the book to type in whatever they want. It'll be your personal research notes. You know, someone would probably have it documented. 6/20/2026 at 3:27 p.m. EST. Vice was streaming again. Decided to randomly add Mana Vault. I heard him laugh a lot. And he said, let's see who finds this first. I was appalled by this streamer, yet I couldn't stop watching. It's like an Extreme Heights magazine. You have to make and solve the puzzles. Yeah, you know it. Funny enough, I actually use a book when I'm testing my mod in-game to keep tabs reminders on what I need to fix or update. For me, it is a notepad. I use notepad. Okay, so since we know what we need here, let's create the tablets. Create all the tablets we're gonna need. Let's go to World Properties, Abstract. So we're going to need to pull up the Enchanted Stone tablets, the Eldrathrium and the Astrolith. Copy, paste. So this is going to be Magic Station, Mana Vault. Normal core north. Normal core north. Wait, no. That's not it. It needs to be the lacrimas. The lacrimas. Oh, Vice. It would have been a big mistake. Did you say steak? Item stack. Tools. Okay, so this is going to be Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 1. That's it. Tool Mana Lacrima Tier... Well, technically this is Astrolith, right? So that's going to be Tier 2. Copy. Enchanted Stone is going to be down here. Enchanted Stone will be Tier 1. And Eldrathrium is going to be Tier 3. Let's save that. And we need to now find... Is it in Resources? I gotta find the tablet in here. Okay, tablets. Here we go. Perfect. So tool tablet astrolith is what I want. I just have to make sure there's nothing else in here. Okay, so everything else is fine. We need images, or else this is going to crash. Here, let's just shut down the game. It's about to be upset. I don't want to hurt its feelings. Items, Thaumic Foundry tablets, astrolith. Copy, paste. And this is going to be tool, mana, lacrima, tier 2. Copy. Paste. Change this to tier 1. Paste it in Eldrathnium. Make this tier 3. I use Notepad. It's captive. I use Notepad too. Sometimes I'll close by accident, not thinking. I use Notepad Plus and EditPad Lite. I got 2 different Notepad editors. So if I do close it out, and pull it back up, if I don't save it, it keeps it for me, so I don't have to save. It's pretty nice. It's pretty sweet. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So it's like as soon as I open the program, I just call it like new 1 or whatever stuff or scratch. But yeah, each time I open it, it just kind of pulls it back up for me. Okay, so we should have the tablets made, but I also need to create recipes for these. Recipes, Thaumic Foundry, astrolith. And I will copy Scroll of Binding, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is going to be mana, lacrima, tier 1. Oh, technically this is the astrolith version, right? So that's going to be tier 2. Copy. Paste. Paste. Tool, mana, lacrima, tier 2. Copy. Paste. I gotta create the enums for this, so this would be tool, mana, lacrima, tier 1. Copy, paste, this would be tier 2. Paste, this would be tier 3. I will keep everything else as is. We need to change this. This would be tool, mana, lacrima dash tier 2. And that's going to be the item output. Save. Now I'm going to copy that. Paste it in here. Change this 2 to a 3. 3. 3. 3. Save. Copy. Paste. Make this 1. 1, 1, and 1. There we go. Oh, that makes sense. I do that for my art. You know, sometimes, like, I know I'm guilty of it. Like, I'm getting off the computer fast, and, you know, I'm just do a quick shutdown. Just do a quick shutdown. I got tired of losing stuff. All right, so let's look at... recipe... Atomic Foundry, because we need to add these to the dictionary for the recipe list. So copy, paste is going to be tool mana lacrima tier 1, mana lacrima tier 1, copy. For the Astrolith, this is going to be tier 2, tier 2. For the Eldrathium, tier 3, and tier 3. That way we can parse out the required stuff that we'll need to complete that recipe. Let's build. So that's everything we should need. We should have the 3 tablets. We do have to add that to the napping stuff. So napping... Astrolith, and I can copy paste, and this is going to be tool mana lacrima tier 1. Small mana lacrima. This would be tool mana lacrima tier 1. Oh, actually, that should have been tier 2. Let's change this to tier 3. Large mana lacrima, that would be tier 3. And this original one, Astrolith, is going to be tier 2. Open that up. Tier 2. This is, I think I called it medium. Medium mana lacrima. Okay, that should be those recipes. Let's build, hop in, and see what we got. I should be able to have the new tablets, like in creative. I should be able to map them out from each, you know, like from Eldrathium or Enchanted Stone or Astrolith. They should be recognizable, so I should be able to hover over them and see the temporary recipe that we have in there. And when I place it in the Atomic Foundry, it should accept it and then start the process for it. I'm reaping the benefits, finally, of planning stuff out. Finally. Let's see. Spellforge. Let's brace it. Uh-oh. I don't see it there. Let's see, do we have it in creative? Okay, so I see it in creative. Can definitely be beneficial. Yeah. So we'll grab that. Move these out of the way. So that should be everything we need. We got to create the localized name. I do see the recipe, so the recipe is indeed correct. Let's see if there were any problems with the napping recipe. I don't see any problems. Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 2. Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 3, Tier 2, and Tier 1. Oh, okay, so that's the one. Was there something in here? Weird. Did I misspell it? Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 2. Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 3. That looks good. That looks good. Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 1. That looks good. And that is the Mana Lacrima Dash Tier 1. That's the item. That is the Astrolith tablet, and that's fine. Where... Napping... Magic Tool Astrolith, Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 2, that looks good. Eldrathnium, Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 3, that's good. Enchanted Stone, Tool Mana Lacrima Tier 1, that looks good as well. Oh, shit. That needs to change. That's my problem. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. There we go. Before I just, jump back into this, let's look for Lacrimas here. Scroll to the very top. Inert Essence. Oh, you know, do I want to incorporate some kind of essence with this? Like, should you get, the inert Mana Lacrima and charge it? Or should I just give you, a small, medium, large right off the bat? Maybe I should just do that. Kind of already did that, because, the Essence Lacrima... I guess the Essence Lacrima would make sense, right? Because it's just inert, and then depending on what you burn it with, right, it becomes light, neutral, or dark. For mana, it's just a Mana Lacrima. It wouldn't make sense for you to, then arbitrarily pick, oh yeah, you have to use neutral essence to activate it. It feels like it's just an extra step if I do that directly. So I won't. Lacrima, yeah, small, medium, large. Perfect. So I need Tool Tablet, Astrolith. All right, you know what? I got way too many things open here. Let's just do close others. There we go. I can see. Hallelujah. Hey, Hypno. Oh, they can have essence. Is it a way to store more like arc furnaces? Oh, well, I have two types of lacrima now. The first type is the essence lacrima, and they are things that you can store, essence from the light, neutral, or dark. Right, the essence generators. It's like an external battery. This new type of lacrima we're making is for mana. It's a mana specific lacrima. So Astrolith tablet. Okay, so I need to copy and paste. This would be tool mana lacrima tier 2. This would be the medium mana lacrima. For the enchanted stone, this would be tier 1. Enchanted stone, this would be the small mana lacrima. And this would be tier 3. This would be the large mana lacrima. All right, let's fireball all of this in. So we should have everything working. We can create the mana vault in game. And we should now be able to create the mana lacrimas in game as well. I gotta get rid of that, like probing the traits and everything. Okay, so let's go into here. Where is it? So I don't see anything there. So there's the medium mana lacrima. I gotta update the picture. So I still don't see the recipes here. I guess I need to go back to those recipes. I'm probably missing something small. So let's look at this, right? Tool tablet, I'll draw. Oh, that's why. I gotta replace that. Save. And for the tier 1, yeah, copy, paste. There we go. So that should fix that problem. We're gonna reload one more time. So I should be able to nap all 3 of them. I still need to fix the image. While the game loads, let's work on that. So there's the tier 3, there's the tier 1. There's the tier 2. We're going to do a print screen. There, print screen. Copy that. Merge it down, save. So there's the tier 1. Copy. Here's the tier 2. Case 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's the tier 3. Fireball all that stuff in. Alright, that should be the last reload. Unless I missed some kind of localization, which I could have. I gotta figure out how to look at a character and see what traits they have. There we go. Okay, oh, well, that's the Arcanus. Small Mana Lacrima, there it is. So I should be able to click it. Whoops. Make my eyes roll all the way back of my head. Guess we'll just do Flint. Okay. So this should give me the small. There it is. Small Mana Lacrima, blank tablet that can be napped to make Thaumic Foundry tablets. Doesn't seem like an accurate description to me. But good enough, so that's the large. Yep, that looks good with a localized name, and there's the medium. Boop. Perfect. Let's take a look at the other tablets. I'm kind of wondering if I got lazy with the descriptions. Okay, so it's the same item description. Maybe... a blank tablet that can be napped. A blank tablet. I think I messed up the descriptions. All the stuff has the thing. It's not a blank tablet anymore. Let's take a look at those item classes. Tool. Thaumic Foundry tablet. I think I need to change that to a 2. Right, and then the blank tablets are a -1. Copy. Paste. A tablet that a Thaumic Foundry a tablet that contains a magical recipe for the Thaumic Foundry. How does that sound? A tablet that contains a magical recipe for the Thaumic Foundry. Copy. Can I just pop this in as a wild card to just encompass anything tool tablet and then like anything after that? Let's try it. Boop. Alright, let's see what it looks like now. Well, I guess that is not the way. Alright. Copy, paste, right? So we will have 1 for enchanted stone, 1 for astrolith, 1 for netherite, and 1 for Eldrathium. I could just type in like .reload space LANG to just reload the language files. But I'm anticipating this being the last time I need to do anything with the language files. There we go. A tablet that contains a magical recipe for the Thaumic Foundry, and it tells you what everything is. Excellent. Let's just double check. A blank tablet that could be napped to make Thaumic Foundry tablets. Beautiful. There we go. So we updated that. I guess I just missed that before. It's been like that for so long and no one's called me out on it. What's going on? Does no one read these descriptions? Or do people just assume like, oh yeah, Vice messed up again? Don't worry about it. He does that a lot. Don't worry about it. Okay, now the fun part. What is it going to take to create the Mana Lacrima? Should it require an inert essence Lacrima? It's kind of a sphere anyways, right? It's kind of a sphere anyways. And it's this plus like maybe 2 other items to create the Lacrima. Trying to find where you even make this. How do you make this again? Thaumic Foundry using a tablet. Okay, so it's Dark Essence, so we can't do that. It's too high up in the food chain. So... it's got to be like crystals, right? I could kind of make it like the Chrono Cross, right? Where you need 1 of each kind of elemental crystal. And 1 of each one of these together creates your small Mana Lacrima. And then maybe the medium could be like the small Mana Lacrima plus... See, I don't have any medium crystals. That sucks. Let's... 1, 2, 3... So what if it's this? Maybe not. Oh, you know what it could be? So for the tier 1... Okay, this is pretty good. Maybe something like you throw an Arcanus in, right? And that's like the basis, right? and then maybe 4 small rust crystals. Or I guess it could be like 8 small rust crystals. Should a primordial fragment be in there? I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe like a runic scroll. Arcanus, a runic scroll, and 8 small rust crystals can make the small mana lacrima. What do you guys think? Is that too cheap for what it does? Is that too cheap? I don't want to use rustic compound. I think rusty dust and shifting fibers are not going to be good to use either. It could be like a crystallized memory, maybe. Oh, I think having a crystallized memory in there would probably help balance it out. Because I don't want these to be so cheap that you could just mass produce them and not care. I think by adding the crystallized memory, right? So it can look like this, right? So you have the Arcanus, which it's 1 Arcanus, right? It's not super expensive. Unless you don't even need the Arcanus. What if it's something like that? So 8 small rust crystals, the tier 1 runic scroll, and 1 crystallized memory. Now what? 2 crystallized memories. Would create this guy. And then for this, for the tier 2, maybe you use the small lacrima as a base. And this is where maybe fire, not 16, right? But maybe like 2 of each? Or I could do 4. Because by the time you're deep into tier 2, that's when you can actually start making, like, all the types of crystals. And to further enhance this, you would need a pair, I guess 4 of those? I don't think they're too expensive to make. It's just you need to be kind of in tier 2 territory to get the Celestial, right? The Celestial Prism and the Devouring Void. And then maybe 4 of those. Let me take a look at the tier 1 stuff again. Right, because we're talking about, like, small rust crystals. I think we could do better. Lightning, frost. So I think the only 2 elements for the neutral stuff is water and earth. Right? Am I right in remembering that? I got to think, right? So fire, nature, and shit. Lightning. Fire, nature, and lightning are light. Wind, ice, and arcane are dark. So that leaves earth and water. Yeah, those are the two neutral ones. So to get this, you would need 2 of the small water crystals and 2 of the earth, plus the tier 1 scroll, and a couple crystallized memories to make your lacrima. The small rust crystals are just too cheap. And I'm not really using the elemental stuff anywhere else. Like, there's not a lot of use for these, so making the mana lacrimas are going to be the way. Right, and then to get the tier 2, the bigger one that can hold 1,000 instead of 200, it's basically, 4 of each of the small ones. The small mana lacrima as your base. And then the crystallized memories. And then for the large, we can kind of repeat the pattern, but with large crystals. And that holds 5,000. Maybe something like that. Well, maybe something like that to get the tier 3. Now, there's going to be a problem with using the old lacrima, because people are going to expect me to carry over that tag data. I don't think I can do that easily. I guess I could. I guess I could do that. I would have to inject some code in the, time of creation. I mean, that, or, you just know beforehand that, yeah, it's like crafting, it's like a recipe, right? Like, it's not going to hold anything. It's something new. I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself into laziness right now. I don't know if it's working. There we go, that's better, right? So that would be tier 1. And then the crystals. Now, does it make sense to have more of the water and the earth in there? Or should it just be these? Like the 6 crystals from... Maybe I'll do that. So I'm going to get rid of those. This would be the tier 2. The tier 1, instead of 2, I can just jump that to 4. Yes. There, this looks better, right? So... you're already going to have the neutral crystals in there to make the small. And then with this one, you're expanding upon it, right? Because it's already got the neutral crystals. You're adding the light and dark crystals. The higher runic scroll, right? And a couple more crystallized memories to make your medium. And then to get the large, because it's 5 times the capacity of the medium, right? It's going to take all the crystal types of the bigger. the tier 3. Oh, I didn't mean to put soul shards in. You know what? It could actually take soul shards. Didn't I have another kind of resource here? I mean, I have rift charges. You gotta put a cursed ambrosia in there. Little poison will teach that magic. I gotta disable that mana distillery. Tier 3 runic scroll. Chimerite parchment, rustic compound. I wonder if soul shards should be a foundational piece in the runic scroll. Chimerite. I'm gonna make that executive decision. We're doing it. Thaumic Foundry, no. I need the recipes. Spell station. Recipes, Thaumic Foundry. Runic Scroll 3. Now what is it called? Soul Shard dash normal. This is going to be ingredient slot 4. Ingredient slot 4. Soul Shard dash normal, right? Perfect. And if I have the Soul Shard normal in there, I don't necessarily have to have it here. Right? I could just use the crystallized memories at that point. Perfect. I think we did it. All right, so let's do this. Time set day. There we go. Let's get rid of the rain. So tier 1 mana lacrima. How much is this going to cost for the charge? What is the most expensive thing? I think something like the robes, right? So we got like 10. Let's make the charge 10. The first item you're going to throw in is the elemental crystals dash water. I should probably pull up the items. Resources, this would be... So it's not neutral. I thought it was in resources. Crystallized memories. Essence Ash, Essence Lacrima, Primordial Fragment, Rift Charge, Rod, Rustic Compound. Is it a tool? Did I name it a tool for some dumb reason? Essence Lacrima. It's the repair kit and the Essence Core. Spells, I don't think it's in spells maybe. Well, that's the runic scroll, so it's not in there. Oh, wait, this isn't an item, this is a block. Oh, Vice. Crystals, here it is. So it's elemental crystals. Copy. I'm just gonna pop this whole thing out. The only thing that I don't think fits too well in the recipe are the scrolls. Seems off thematically. Well, that's what's... I put those in for like tier 1, 2, and 3, since these are all kind of different tiers. Remember, you're throwing stuff into a rift. So it's dissolving everything. And the scrolls are what your spells are made out of, right? So it's a magical thing anyways. Why, you don't like the theme of those scrolls? Water small. And so elemental crystals, water small. North, I think, are the default. I wish it wouldn't just like run off the side. Maybe the default is up. All right, I gotta look this up. Water dash small dash. I think it's up. Damn it! I have the wild card in there. I think it is up. I think that's what it's supposed to be. And this would be Earth. Yeah, and the other thing too, with the scrolls, that's adding to the overall weight as well, Hypno, right? Like, I want these to be expensive enough to where it's not going to be worth making, you know, boatloads of these instead of upgrading. Right? It can't be too easy to get. And to make a runic scroll, the scroll itself isn't bad, but it does have an essence cost, right? So in order for you to be able to store your mana by needing the runic scroll, you have to be established. You have to be far enough. You have to have the Arclight Furnace, right? And for the tier 1 runic scroll, you only have to have a neutral one, but you have to be like a full-fledged mage to be able to get that, or you get lucky and you find it in a drop, you know, from one of the ancient artifacts. But that kind of locks you in, right? And then for like the tier 2, that's going to take light or dark essence, right? So you have to not only, again, be a full mage setup, but yeah, I don't know. And then maybe tier 3, you have to use entropy, right? Because right now that spell doesn't really have much use. So I could either make it to where, you know, you use that runic tier 3 scroll that uses the soul shards, or I have to inject soul shards directly in. But there's already like so many crystals, right? Like the large crystals. I don't know. What do you think? Does that make sense? Like it's like you have to be this mature as a mage to be able to start storing your mana. I love how these look. I love how they work too. Oh yeah, I'm trying to place a block. Boop. Store mana and suck it back out. It is definitely cool. Love it. Yeah, it's like a profession. Yeah, right? Like you know, you must be this mage to get this. It's a status thing. So Runic Scroll Tier 1. Copy, paste, and then this would be the Crystallized Memories. Copy, paste. This is going to be 4 of those, 1 of those, and 2 of those, right? 4, 4, 1, 2. And we are also going to have to add these as well. Oh, wait, no, I already did. I already did that. Close that out. Save that. Did I just open Tier 1? I thought I opened all of them. There we go. Mana Lacrima Tier 2. And this one's going to be a little different, right? It's going to be Tool Mana Lacrima dash Tier 1. And this will be Fire Small Up. Wind Small Up. Lightning. Frost. Nature. Arcane. The Tier 2 scroll is going to be slot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, shoot. How many slots do I even have? 10. Ugh. I'm going to reach my limit. Wow, I never thought I'd reach my limit with this. I guess the question is this a hard limit? I never thought I'd go this high up. So what if I add like the 11, 12, and 13? Here, let's just stop the game. I did too much. I did too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, right? So it's going to be one of those. And then 4 for everything except for down here. And then that would be 4. Save. And now I can copy this. And the Tier 3 Fire, Water, Wind, Earth, Lightning, Frost, Nature, Arcane, Tier 3. That's going to be Tier 2. All of these, instead of small, it's going to be large. One, 2, 3, that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Da-da-da-da-da. Copy. Paste. Paste, right? So that's 7. This would be 8, 9, 10, and 11. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that. Let's see if it works. Start the game. Delicious. Life-giving water. What if I want to go out for ice cream? There's this place that's like maybe 7 minutes up the road. They have like homemade ice cream. It's really good. Homemade custards. And I like going there. I like getting the bowl, and I'll get like a scoop of their peanut butter chocolate or mint chocolate chip. Sometimes a little of both. And then I tell the people, I'm like, I want hot fudge, like an embarrassing amount of hot fudge. Like put a layer of hot fudge in the bottom, and then put the ice cream in. Don't worry about packing the ice cream. And then let the hot fudge just seep into every nook and cranny. I want all the hot fudge. I have a problem. Well, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Each one of these are wrong. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no wonder why. It's not game ID, it's mod ID. I bet I have that for like all these, huh? Yeah, game. Mod ID. Let's try that again. Sounds amazing. Oh, it tastes so good. So good. So good. If there was any room, it would be nice to have whipped cream on top, but I'd rather have the hot fudge. Whipped cream's cheap. Bring my own can of whipped cream in. It's kind of like when I go out to get sushi, I bring my own soy sauce. Nice sit-down place, and there's Vice with my bottle of non-watered-down good soy sauce to go with my sushi. Okay, there we go. That looks better, right? So small water elemental crystals, small earth elemental crystals, 1 runic scroll, and 2 crystallized memories. Oh, the result is wrong. 1 medium mana lacrima? No, that needs to be a small mana lacrima. Boop. And that one's tier 2, and that should be tier 3. I haven't had sushi in a while. The sushi place around me is kind of interesting. It's like the way you get there is this like kind of back alley rundown part of town, and there's like an adult outlet store literally right next door. But the sushi is good there, and it's called Lovers Sushi. I joke about it all the time. But it's a damn good sushi place. And it's funny because like that's like the back rundown side, And then they ended up revamping things. So, like, the other side, Main Street, it's beautifully paved, like, built-in planters. Like, they went all out on it. You don't see the adult outlet store from that side. You see it from, like, the back alley side on the other end. Fucking lover sushi. All right, so there it is. Small mana lacrima, and the charge cost of being 10, I think, is acceptable. Okay, so you have a small mana lacrima, then the fire, wind, lightning, frost, nature, arcane, the runic scroll 2, and 4 crystallized memories make the medium. The charge cost 14. 12, 14, 7, 20. That one's 20. That one's 12. I will set this to 16, because I haven't used 16 yet. And then the tier 3, 25, 35, 100, 75... 80, 70. Let's make it 100. Right, so this is going to take the medium lacrima, fire, water, wind, earth, lightning, frost, nature, arcane, runic scroll, crystallized memories to make the large. Bam. I mean, when you get a place, can't help the surrounding stores, right? But it's the name. Like, why are you going to be next to an adult outlet store and put the word like lover in your food place, right? Like, it's just so cliche. You know, like what do you two got going on behind the scenes? You better be filtering the water or something. I don't like depressed rice. Soft rice, depressed rice. 10, 16, 16 for that. So that should be right. Now we gotta test these. It accepted it, so it reads the recipe correctly. Let's get a couple mana lanterns here. Boop. To increase our maximum. Perfect. Wand. Wand. Let's use the bismuth wand. Oh wait, I need to artificially inflate my mana. Where's that admin tool? There we go. There we go. How much mana? 137 mana. Perfect. All right, let's charge this. 32, 64, 96, might as well. Perfect, 100. So it wants a small water elemental crystal. Oops, I did not want to delete that. Let's get that back. Oh man, I got rid of my wand. There it is. Electrum wand. Alright, so for crystals, 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just grab a bunch of crystallized memories and runic scroll, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those, and one of those. And one more. There we go. Hey! Let's make sure this is gonna work. Yep. 200 mana. Boop. Perfect. That works well. We can make it. It's good to go. Pop that in there. All right. Medium. What features are currently working with the Mana Lacrima? I know you mentioned mana potions before. So for the mana storage system, the features that are working are you can sneak and right click to store mana, right? But you do get the weakness and the fatigue debuff, or you could just regular right click to reabsorb mana bit by bit. So that's what's working right now. After this goes out, this update, I will be implementing the we'll start working on the mana distillery, which is going to take one of these mana lacrimas to be able to distill that into potions. That way you can carry them in your inventory and just kind of chug them as you need them. And there'll be different potion sizes. So if you want to carry a couple of like the high potions or whatever I named them, right? And get a burst of like 250, 300 mana. Maybe some 500 mana potions or something. All right, what am I doing here? Okay, so we need the small mana lacrima. Boop. Maybe they think, oh, they'll want a sushi buffet on top of a buffet. There was a sushi buffet, like, in my area, and it was pretty good. But, of course, they went out of business. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Runic scroll. Alright, the tier 2 runic scroll. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Made the medium. It is indeed a medium. Take that out. Put that tablet away. All right, last one, the large. Let's see if this one works. So this is the biggest. This is the biggest recipe. We just expanded it, so let's make sure it like parses everything correctly. So it's gonna want the medium. Oh, it requires 100. All right, so this is what it does. Some people get confused. They're like, oh, it's not taking anything. It's because you don't have enough charge on it. See, now that there's the right amount of charge, it sucked it in and it's starting. So that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do. All right, runic scroll tier 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There it is, the large. It actually worked. Let's make sure, place it in 5,000 mana. Mighty fine. And it took all the charge. We're at 0 out of 100 now. Yeah. Man, your area can't get a break when it comes to Asian cuisine. Yeah, my area really can't. It's weird. And like some of the like Chinese places too, like it just Like, it's such low quality food. It's sad. There's like one okay Chinese place, and it's like a 25 minute drive. Sucks. All right, so that is start to finish. We can, dare I say, we can create all the stuff in game now. Now we have to do the documentation. Let's see what we're working with here. Stupid, dumb documentation. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need to do the localization for this tooltip. Tooltip block magic station. Copy. And we'll paste it here. This would be mana vault. I can say uses mana, uses a I could do like a requires. I can say allows mages to store and retrieve mana, requires a lacrima. Reload lang. I did it, guys. There we go. Allows mages to store and retrieve mana, requires a mana lacrima. And we are going to do that to work. Good enough. Beautiful. You know what we could do too? Let's actually make a couple new lines here. There we go. I think that looks good. Perfect. All right, now let's open up the guidebook. So I think the tablets are fine because it's inheriting everything, right? Created by napping this. I got a list of the recipe list, right? The charge. This is fine, right? And it's saying created by. That's wrong. Created by Spellforge. No, it is not. Is that what all of my tablets say? Oh, please tell me no. Mother. So that was wrong too? Come on, why didn't anyone call me out on that either? Oh, egg on my face. So let's get rid of that. And that. 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 And that. There we go. Let's reload. Womp womp. People don't want to spend the time to say anything, or they just assume it is the way written. Yeah. I make a lot of mistakes like this. But to be fair, I do fireball a lot of content in pretty quick. Like I do rapid fire things. There we go. Created by napping. We're only human. Yes, we are only human. So I think the tablets are fine. This is what I'm worried about, like the Mana Vault stuff. So let's start with the easy one. Right, by clay forming, and it tells you red clay, and it actually gives you the amount. That must be something new with 1.22. Fires into this guy, right? Like looks like everything's fine. Yeah, fire kit fires into 1 Mana Vault. All right, that looks good. Can be placed on ground. Now this one, created by, yep, cast transmutation to finish this block. Clay formed creations. This is the one that I'm worried about, the actual Mana Vault. Drops when broken, created by, yep, there's a localized name, Mana Vault system title. This essence and ley line shouldn't be there because you can't connect anything to it. I'm going to move this over. And let's look for handbook dash. So I'm looking specifically for transmutation creation. So I think I want to copy this. Whoops. Copy and paste. And I will create an entry key. Put it right here. Let's go into the Mana Vault item because I gotta prune something out. Right, so I don't need the mana system in there. There's the creation text. Reload lang. Back. Mana Vault. It's not what I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Alright, created by Clay Form and Fire. Oh, hold on. So I need to go back into here. Mana Vault. Reload lang. Let's back. There we go. So now Clay Form and Fires, so it tells you the raw Mana Vault when you click on it, so it's got its link, and then Cast Transmutation pulls up all the wands, right? Because that's how you can cast transmutation. To complete, essence and ley lines should not still be in there. Oh, it's because I have to do a full reload. Oh, A&A. Oh, hey, I haven't caught the stream in a while. Are you back from Hightail for now? Yeah, I am. Although I will be going back into Hightail. Figured we'd add some stuff to the Vintage Story mods, or the Magic mod. And hopefully, I'm waiting for the Hightail kind of modding stuff to mature a little bit more. There was some limitations that I have discovered with Hightail modding. Stuff that they can easily add. It's almost 5. Holy moly. Hightail seems to have kind of fallen off a bit, at least from the initial hype. Yeah, it's like that with a lot of these games, right? Like it just needs more time to bake and get content. I mean, at the rate, you know, like the other, like Minecraft and Vintage Story are going, you know? Like, what new things are we really getting in the other games? Like, Minecraft is hilarious, because it's like, guys, we added one mob in this. You know, it's like, what the most recent thing that I saw was like, oh, they added a slime, but now it's like a TNT slime. It's like, oh, how fucking original is that? The bouncing cubes that we've had forever, and you guys just finally decided, what if we take a TNT and a slime and put them together? Yeah, like, and that's like the big part of the mod or the update. And with Vintage Story, I don't know. The updates have been really lackluster. The recent ones. True, they did basically lose 7 years of development. Yeah. Yeah, for Minecraft, most of the deving comes from modders. Microsoft realized everyone else will do the work for them. Yeah, because they're smart. They're smart. You can't knock them for that. All right, so now we gotta do like a localized little text here, right? Because I have to describe to you what the Mana Vault system is, right? It's gonna be, we need a title and we need a blurb on like how this block works. So I can do a system-title. This would be Mana Vault. Mana storage and retrieval. Researching spells. All right, so let's take this. Copy. We're gonna open this lobby here. Let me open up Notepad. Perfect. Go back. Did you see what they talked about working in the future updates for VS? I have not seen anything. Is there something good? Combat update coming out for the next VS update. I hope will be good. Can't be worse. Their combat right now is pretty shitty. I think they need to work on how some of the progression early and mid-game works overall. Yeah. I mean, even if they just like had originally copied Minecraft's stuff, I think it, you know, it's simple and it does the job. I've been playing a no-map vintage story game and having a good time. Yeah. Come to the conclusion that Salty Water's Falling Tree mod should be vanilla, but without the domino effect. I've actually been enjoying chopping trees and not having my axe explode into smithereens. Nice. Man, these ads on Twitch are long. Huh? I wonder what kind of ads you're getting. Hopefully it's a good one. It's all I can hope for. Word wrap. There we go. Oof. So... throw Q to the scroll. Oh, what is this? Item stack collectible. Vintage Story API common item stack collectible get returns null. Okay. So if this does not equal null, and I don't know why it does this. Am I already looking at, yeah, block entity does not equal null. So if you have a valid inventory and that inventory slot we're looking for is actually something, then continue. There we go. Save, continue. Perfect. Some new highlights, new armor layering system, combat rework, possible pets, an RPG kind of mode. Oh, that was 4 minutes of ads. It's kind of insane. They got multis and Salty Water aiding in their journey now. Oh, God. So I'm going to be force-fed combat fucking overhaul. Oh. Oh, God almighty. I'm going to fucking stop modding. That's it. Done. You can't force me. Oh. It's really awesome seeing devs take on modders that they can really make a difference or can have promise and giving good changes, developments. Yeah, that is pretty cool. I do like they're doing that. Combat Overhaul, I'm not a fan of that mod at all. I'm definitely not. But, you know, we'll see. I'm not gonna yuck their yum right now. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, right? Show me what we can do. Must show work. But, you know, we'll see. Did they come out with something with like an actual like dev log thing, or is this just like, oh, here's a screenshot? Because I remember seeing something about the armor where it's like, oh, a screenshot of all this stuff, and I remember looking at all of it and I'm like, yeah, but how does this work? Does that mean I'm gonna have to redo my armor again? Can I please stop having more work to do? Let's see. Let's go to... Is it the development update? Let's take a look at it. Every year, springtime. All right, past the fluff. And 23. Story trailer. It's about time. 4 years have passed since our previous game trailer. Sure. Next. Logo rework. I thought their logo was pretty good. But that's fine. Sure. Reinvent the wheel. I don't care. Pilot project. Creator program. Creator program for our fellow community members that diligently create content for Vintage Story. That's pretty cool. Not bad. All right. Check. VSModDB additional filtering. Ooh, does this mean that we can kind of filter by, you know, here? Oh. This is what I've complained about before. Recent controversy on AI-generated content has not gone unnoticed by the team. That's taking a solution how to address it. Our current plans to form an individualized self-moderation, allowing players to report content as AI/low-effort content. Good. Low-effort content. And conversely, can set themselves a threshold after how many reports they want these series mods to not show up in their mods list. Should create a level playing field where every visitor has a choice on whether they want to see low effort content or not. Yes, that's what I wouldn't name it low effort content, but you know, like you'll look at like the mods, right? And it's like, oh, changed this one sound or muted this sound a little bit or added some music for this, or you know, oh, this is a little content pack that changes a couple recipes specifically for this one server. Like, I would love to be able to filter all of that stuff out completely, right? To see like real mods, you know, like I want to see like real things. It's in the planning, nothing set in stone. As far as I know, they don't have content done, just preliminary drawings and stuff. They said that slots would be the same, but I like more optimum layering system. Well, it also depends too, right? Like, you can have a layering system and make it look good, but if you're still relying on shit damage numbers with shit modifier values with shit percentages, right? Like, that's... It doesn't matter if you can layer things or not, you know? Like, it still feels bad. Right? 10% increase of 5 damage. Like, that's a low number, you know? Like, it's a very low number. Yeah, there was a lot of controversy on the AI stuff. A lot of stuff going in about in multiple chats and VS. Yeah, I guess the AI stuff was coming. But yeah, the low effort stuff I'm happy about. New site, VS Server DB in parallel. Okay, a proper web version of the public servers list where server authors can take ownership of their servers and edit their server info. Okay, that's kind of cool. People who run servers, cool. This is the big one. Believe it or not, lads, team has decided that combat should be the focus for the next big one. Please don't fuck it up. Please. I guess you can't make it worse than it already is. It's already pretty lame. Like, if I don't get punished for running around with no armor and like 5 stone spears, not even obsidian, just flint spears to take out most things, you fucked up. You know, like the system just ain't working right. More varied attack animations, possibly rework of armor and weapons tiers. Please, not possibly, like, do it. Do it. And a few more types of weapons. Who cares? All right. Unless it's going to actually mean something. Combat changes will be in good hands. We have Maltese. Yeah. Oh, combat overhaul. On our team to advise us, we abducted the infamous salty water. I like salty water. Help us with animations. Yeah! And conveniently, we just received new combat hit detection tech from the Glint team. They're also working on combat. Isn't that like their side project that they were trying to work on here, the VS developers? Like whatever that like PlayStation-esque looking game. Like PlayStation 1-esque looking game. Clarity, we will not integrate combat overhaul into the vanilla game. CO will still have a reason to exist after this update. Yeah, CO's gonna have a reason to exist because it haunts my freaking nightmares. That's what it does. Has descended deep into major armor rework. Yeah, so I've seen this. And I'm like, well, some of it looks okay. But, like, what does all of this stuff actually mean, you know? Dana Pizza? I like pizza. Scalessa Maltese are actively doing code cleanup, bug fixing, and improving mod support. Tanguin has completed the inventory sound project, which adds over 200 new sounds to the player's inventory. Like our literal inventory? Please don't make it a sound orgasm orchestra. What, like every time you hover over something, is it gonna make like a sound effect? Yeah, like Salty Water 2, yeah. They're still working on it. I mean, we say PS1, that game, but Valheim's gotten another positive rise because of the final release coming in September. Yeah. Yeah, the game, see, that's the thing though, Vex, is the gameplay, like if you're gonna make a PS1 looking game, that gameplay's gotta be on point. Like it's gotta be good enough to where it doesn't matter that it's PS1 graphics. You know? It's got like I personally I would like the best of both worlds, but it's gotta be a game. Worked on a pixel density consistency journeying, ensuring items are about the same sizes no matter when held or dropped in place. Now it's moved into more rideable creatures. Alright, so they're kind of normalizing item sizes. Diligently pixeling more berry bush variants. And new types of foliage. So these are the new berry bushes? Alright, so they're like multi-block berry bushes now? They look kind of cool. They look alright. I'd like to see... I mean, are those supposed to be the berries? Maybe. Alright, that's neat. Plans to continue his river research. Oh, that's right. So they were adding rivers to the base game when a mod already does it, right? That was one of my salty points there. Luke is writing lore. That's good. Lore. Aiden is tasked with doing music for our trailer, and Viv has begun animating cats. Okay. Good disclaimer, we've yet which stuff will be in the next major update. Willow tree. Alright, that looks okay. I can't help but notice there was nothing about a status effect system. Oh, that'd be annoying. Don't know if I want to hear a sound every time I touch something yet. Well, come on, 200 sounds. Glint team is hopping in great strides towards a playable experience apart from the aforementioned combat hitbox tech. Various other secret new systems. They also built their own entity AI system that's easier to work with. Continue maturing as much more immersive graphical user interfaces. There's a decent chance we could share the first few visuals of the world of Project Glint this year. Alright, so they're doing stuff. And the fact that they built their own entity AI system VS also built their own, and we run into weird things like animation hell and stuff. I would feel better if this was, hey guys, we improved upon this AI system, right? Entity AI system to make some, you know, like they're not talking about improving. They're like, well, we started from the ground up again. And then like the GUI, I think the VS GUI is actually pretty good. Like being able to make things. It's not bad, but you know, more immersive. Maybe it's easier to inject textures and stuff into. I don't know. I don't even know if we can mod anything for this Project Glint. Do we know anything about? Is it going to be like? Can I make mods for it? Oh, what the fuck is this? Project Next. Our little action RPG project is also processing continuously. So there's nothing new with that. That's right. That's the RPG mode. Oh wait, that's the one where they're like, hey guys, we got all of these Hightail guys, right? All the Hightail devs. And then all the Hightail devs, right, turned around, didn't they? And like Hightail was coming out, so they're like, oh, sorry VS team, we got our jobs back. Spent time since 1.22 release to step back and to reflect and to plan ahead. And to hopefully fix the lighting bug. Did that ever get fixed? Where like torches don't relight correctly? Maybe because their team is getting bigger, they feel it could be done better, cleaner? Maybe. Yeah, they basically saved Hightail Peeves, but that stuff happened, yeah. It's like a shuttle run. All the Hightail guys are running up. You're like, oh, psych! I think a sneak peek at like the Hightail, like most recent update where they have like the trigger scripting event system. That's pretty cool. Like to give like people who run servers, like you could pretty much make an RPG like questing kind of experience. Like that's really cool. Oh yeah. Must make words for this. Reload Lang. Whoops. Magic storage and retrieval. I don't like that. Mana storage. Maybe I'll just have it say like mana storage. I'm not gonna do this on stream. I need to like wordsmith this. Oh, I hate doing this. Oh yeah, someone wanted me to make elemental braziers as well. Mana storage system, what do you guys think? Done. Oh, I wanted to do ritual, like make a subclass for the rituals. Create a neutral button for essence generators that will either siphon or store. That was a maybe. Make an AoE shockwave spell for evocation. That's what I wanted. Make an elemental brazier. Okay. And I got the, yeah, Arctides of Fortunes coming up. I mean, maybe they'll feel like it's more stable with VS. Who knows? Yeah. Can't imagine how frustrating that is. Words important. Yeah, words suck. Right, because I'm gonna have to describe to people like, yeah, this is, you know, this block holds a mana lacrima. Mana lacrimas have maximum, you know what I mean? Like I gotta tell you briefly what the block does. And we're gonna have to figure out where to add this info in here. Oh. Unlock all achievements. There we go. I'm thinking I could probably throw it right in Magic Basics. I could probably Rift as a resource, and then I can pop in here, right? Like Mana Vault. or mana storage, right? And then I could start talking about the mana vault. You have to create this, right, with a link going back into the handbook entry for the mana vault. Just do pictures, no words. They'll remember it easier. I tried that before, Vexus, and I got people like, I mean, one picture's not enough, or they're like, well, you don't tell us why you have to do it that way. This looks pretty good. I am very happy with this system. It's pretty awesome. Ooh. Do I want to run meditation particles on you while you are retrieving this stuff? Let me see how annoying that's going to be to implement. Entity behavior, magic knowledge. Meditation. All right, so run meditation logic. I think it's in here. Stability drained, magic replenished. Achievement, item slot override, send packet player meditation active. I don't think it was in that section. Oh, here we go. It's in here. Particles and sounds. Here we go. Asynchronous particles, right? So there's the finish creation shell, finish creation movement. This is it right here. Copy. Block entity station. Mana vault. On interact. Oh shoot, this is gonna take the asynchronous manager. All right, so I'm gonna copy this. Paste. World accessor world in. World in dot spawn particles right there. Yeah. Just stop. You're not going to be happy with what I'm doing. And this would be by player dot entity dot world, and this would be by player dot entity. There we go. That way, like, as you are channeling mana or you're absorbing mana, people are gonna see the orb exploding out with the particles, and then the meditation particles are gonna be around you as the player, right? So it's, to others on the outside, it's gonna look like you are getting charged with mana. Oh, Vice, you are brilliant at times, sir. Brilliant. Let's get some water. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna crack a rib kissing my own ass there. My ribs are in danger. Right, so we can store a bunch of mana. There it is, guys. Oh, that's right, meditation, because you're already sitting. I didn't want meditation, like, it's smaller. So what I can do here is set random next. So I got the base position. All right, this is the right one. Add velocity, set particles. Right, so it's a little more, so really we're like, technically I need to multiply it by 3 here. Oh, let's store mana again. We'll just drain a bunch of mana into this. There we go. Looks pretty good, huh? There you go. Wow, that was easy. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. It's the little things that make it feel like magic, right? It's those little things. It is though, yeah. All right, so I'm not gonna do the I need to do the change log and that the wordsmithing off stream, because I'm pretty much ready for the next update. I think we got it. A lot of fixes in this update. This is going to be a pretty big change log, or a pretty meaty change log, I should say. A lot of mini fixes here and there. I want to go get ice cream. So let's go to twitch.tv. Who is streaming? Who am I following? Right now, I don't see anyone playing Vintage Story. Wow, I need to start like watching people more. I do not have a lot of people on right now. I went through and did like a prune. Kind of got rid of like a lot of people that it seems like they're playing things like Fortnite and like games that I'm just never gonna watch, and I see it's like their primary games, like Warframe and Fortnite and Palia, and I'm like, prune. So we got Cyborg. They're playing Magic the Gathering. That's kind of it. Like, I watch, like, Ho Carnage, Games Done Quick. Can't really raid those. Hungry. I don't have a lot of people. I guess we could find someone new. Let's look for the vintage story game. And we can pick someone random on this list. I don't even know. I don't even know who to pick right now. See, the thing is, I want to like tuck and roll because I want to go get ice cream. You should release it. I can't wait. Yeah, it's close. Basically, two different like texts. Like I just gotta like type stuff out. Like that's it. Other than that, we got the recipes in. Everything's working. It's just for the other people, Hypno, who haven't watched me piece this together. They're gonna have no idea this thing exists. No idea. They're gonna go through creative and be like, Mana Vault? What's that? Sounds a little iffy. I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna raid Cyborg. They're playing Magic the Gathering. It's a cool dude. / raid Cyborg. Like, oh, new things. Yeah, I love seeing that kind of stuff. Yeah. We should talk a little later, Vexus, on Discord. Talk about I want to see some stuff on Arc Tides of Fortune. I want to gear up for that. And it's been a while since we've talked in Discord. We send messages. I think I send you more messages than I send anyone. If that tells you like who I send message to like these days. Like you are number one. True, I miss our times. Yeah, you totally should. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Again, we're making great progress. We've changed the animate object spell so it sees entities now, which means that I can start to get clever with my summon skeleton, summon treant spells, right? All the summoning spells. The mana vault is good to go. Mana lacrimas are awesome. We are just about there. A new journey in being a mage. Thank you. Have a wonderful time, everyone, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Adios. See you later. Bye. Oh, you are my bestie too. See you later, Vexus. Bye.